Hello, beautiful souls. It's Anna T. Brooks, your soul purpose activator, and welcome to this week's weekly oracle card energy reading for this week, the 1st to the 7th of July, 2024. We are officially in the second half of 2024, so I'm very, very excited. I've been feeling this energy brewing and building over the last few weeks, so I'm really excited to see what the cards have in store for us for this week's reading. Make sure you say hello or hit the like button or the love button if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. I always love to hear from you, so please let me know if you're there watching live or the replay. And of course, please, I'd love for you to pop in any comments as we go along about how you're feeling about the reading and how it's resonating with you, or any ideas that you might be getting already. I would love to hear your input. So, as always, let's dive in. I'm going to be using, firstly, the Work Your Light Oracle card deck by Rebecca Campbell. This is the one I use every time for this reading, and I'll be pulling 3 cards for a mind, body, soul. So 3 different cards, one for the mind, for the conscious energies for the week, one for the body, so more of the tangible, physical 3D world things that are going on for you, and one for the soul, which is more of the underlying, unconscious sort of energies that are happening. So after this week, I've decided, instead of doing a bonus card pull, I wanted to bring back my pendulum. I've been really feeling pulled to use this again, so I am going to, at the end, as a bonus, I will be spinning, well, not spinning, but using the pendulum 3 times. So you'll be able to bring a question that you might have, something specific, and you get to tune in to 1, 2, or 3 and see what answer comes up for you for the pendulum. It kind of gives pretty much a yes/no answer, but I'll explain more of that when we get to that section. So I would love to hear from you. What are you feeling for this week? How are you feeling going into it? For me, like I said, as I shuffle, so I've got my cards here. I've already pre-shuffled, but I will shuffle just a little bit more. What I have been feeling for this week is that there is going to be some sort of big culmination towards the end of the week. I've just been feeling that, and it makes sense as well with the full moon coming, the new moon coming up at the end of the week, right? But I just feel like there's something building. There's some sort of new information that's coming forth. And also, because the new moon is going to be in Gemini, this is, again, if you follow true sidereal astrology, which is based on where the planets actually are physically, where the constellations are in the sky, not based on tropical astrology, which doesn't actually use the real visible sky. So if you follow true sidereal like myself, it is a new moon in Gemini, and that will obviously be, it's like there's some sort of new information coming to light, something that is going to make a lot more sense come towards the end of the week and going into next week. That's sort of what I'm getting intuitively for me for this week. So I'm curious to see what the cards have in store. Let's shuffle and pull out the 3 cards for this week. So mind, firstly. Oop, there it goes. Yep, that one wanted to come out. All right, body. Let's see what comes out for body. Show me. Whoop, there we go. Okay. Nope, that flew out a whole bunch, so that's not it. We will keep shuffling. For the body this week, what message is coming through? Show me clearly. Show me clearly. Nope, still more falling out. Okay, body's resisting. Let's see. Sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes it flies out like that first one. There we go. Okay, we got the second one, and 3 for the soul this week. Let's see what comes through. Show me clearly. Show me clearly. Show me clearly. What is our soul message? There it is. All right. Beautiful. So let's have a look what we have. First card this week for the mind. So this is the mindset. This is what you're thinking about, what you're going to be aware of, what is going to be sort of top of mind. And we have break the chain. Break the chain. See if I can pull it a little bit closer. There we go. And underneath it says ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So this makes sense with what I said, with getting that intuitive feeling about something fresh, something kind of coming to light, something really landing and making sense towards the end of the week. So this week with Break the Chain, you are very much shifting things. Something is changing, something is rewiring, something is moving in a different direction, and your thoughts are going to align with that as well. So as you're making decisions this week, it's important to keep in mind, how am I writing a different story for myself? How am I actually looking at things in a new lens? And how am I moving forward in a different way, right? This is all about breaking the chain. This is all about breaking the monotony, breaking the routine, breaking the same old, and asking yourself, what is this new way of moving forward? And because this is in the mind card, this is going to be a very conscious energy for you this week. This is something that you're going to be thinking about, you're going to be aware of, you're probably going to be having conversations about it. And it's important to keep asking back to yourself in those moments where you're wondering, should I just keep going this way? Should I not maybe ruffle too many feathers? Should I not go in this direction that I've been considering, because this will be so different to anything I've done before? How will others react? How will the world, react? This is the week to do this. This is the week to break those chains. This is that week to rewrite and rewire yourself and rewrite the story however you see fit. So that's the first card. The second card that we have is, transformation. Okay, so this is the body card. We have transformation. And underneath it says, things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. So this card took a little while to come out. So I have a very intimate relationship with the oracle decks that I use, and how they come out to me also speaks volumes. So this took a while to come out. It was almost like it kind of, lots of other cards were flying out, but they weren't the one. This is the one that landed in the end. So in terms of your body this week, there is deep change happening. There is something happening at a very deep level. So this is, because this is for the body card, for the tangible, it's something that you're going to be aware of physically, and you're actually going to see the results of it. So this isn't so much of those, internal shifts of like, things are changing on the inside. I'm learning to love myself more. I'm, putting boundaries in place. I'm learning new ways of being. This isn't that sort of internal change. This is transformation from the physical. So there are things happening this week, and you have the potential this week to make some big changes in your physical world, and that can relate to you directly, to your body, to your appearance, however, and that, kind of speaks to that first card as well with break the chain, maybe rewriting, rewiring how you present yourself, maybe something about you specifically and your physical appearance that you're looking to change, or it can be your situation as well, because this is your situations, your circumstances, your physical world. So you might be looking to change up what's happening in your career, in your business, in your love life, in your personal life, whatever it happens to be. There is a transformation happening this week, and there is potential for it to really show up in the physical and actually have those tangible transformations that you see in person this week if you lean into that. And finally, the third card for soul this week, we have Mirror. Okay, we haven't had this one for a little while, but I do love this card when it comes out. Mirror. Underneath it says, who or what is triggering you? So on the under the surface this week, there is going to be some things that are kind of coming up for you internally, maybe some triggers, maybe something that is mirroring something that you desire or something that you don't desire, something that you know that you need to heal within yourself. Mirrors and triggers can be so many different things. They can be triggers of inspiration. They can also be triggers of healing, right? So there's going to be something going on this week if you find yourself getting unnecessarily or unexpectedly agitated or upset or frustrated or just inspired or excited by something that you didn't really expect to be feeling so pulled towards for some reason. There is a lesson in there for you. There is something brewing under the surface. There are some triggers that are going to be activated this week for you. Again, it can be in a healing sense, or it can be in a very inspiring sense, that are going to be sort of your guidance moving forward, just subtly, about what to lean into, right? If there's something that is triggering you this week, look a little bit deeper. It's not the time to shy away from it. It's not the time to ignore it. It's not the time to try and brush it aside and go the other way. This is the time to feel into it, because this is that soul energy. So this is going to be happening kind of underneath. You do need to pay attention to it, and it's very easy to miss if you're not aware of it and then you're not paying attention to it. So that is the reading for this week. Very interesting. We've got that combination of the break the chain for the mind. So really stepping out of the way that you have been doing things, really thinking about changing things up, rewiring, rewriting your story, and then transformation in the physical, in the body card. So there is room for actual tangible physical change this week that is really, really clear and obvious to yourself and to everyone else. And then finally, the mirror card for the soul is telling you that there's going to be some sort of underlying triggers, little things that are going to pop up that are going to make you feel a certain way, have a bit of a reaction to it. And it's important to pay attention to that because it's trying to tell you something. It's trying to guide you further into yourself and into your journey. So that's the wrap up for this week. Like I said, this time I wanted to, as a bonus, add in a pendulum reading. So how this will work, I've got my pendulum here. So I'm going to tune in and I'm going to let it spin 3 times to give an answer. So what you want to do is bring a question to mind that is really prominent for you. So whatever it is that you're kind of most ruminating on or wondering about, it can be a question about what to do, about whether this a particular choice that you're thinking about making is aligned for you. Now, a couple of caveats. You cannot ask questions about somebody else. So if you're asking, for example, does Stephen love me? That's not going to work. You're not going to get an accurate reading because I have a very strong boundary in place about reading for other people without their permission. You can, however, ask for yourself, am I in the aligned energy to receive love right now? Is this relationship that I am putting effort into in moving in the right direction? Are we energetically aligned? You can ask those kind of questions because they relate to you and they're reading your energy, right? So you want to think, again, most prominent question that comes to mind for you right now, a yes-no type of situation is the best way to go because the pendulum can essentially only go a couple of ways. Sometimes it does a few different things, which I'll let you know if it does happen, but otherwise it will pretty much give you a bit of a yes or no. And also no health questions in terms of, will I be getting better from this particular, disease or anything that's very like kind of chronic. It's not going to work well because, again, the pendulum, my energetic boundaries is that I just don't read for that. So this is not going to work. However, questions like, are the changes I've put in place this week going to move me closer to my health goals? 100% you can ask that, right? Okay, so let's jump in. So I want you to take a moment now. I'll give you a second, just tune in, choose your question, word your question to yourself so you know clearly what yes means and what no means, right? Sometimes we think about, I just want to know what's going to, about the future with me and Stephen, and then you didn't actually ask a question. And so you get an answer and you're like, wait, what was the question? So I'll give you a moment. Tune in for your question. And I'm going to, so I want you to tune in once you've got your question. Select a number between 1 and 3. So 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to do this 3 times. And your answer will be one of those, the number that you chose. So once you've chosen your number, feel free to pop your number in as well. I'm always curious to see what everybody chooses. But let's go. So number 1, if you, for your question, chose pendulum swing number 1, let's see what we have. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Okay, we have quite a clear no on this one. So I know that to you it's probably reversed, but this is going by what it is for me. So this is going anti-clockwise. This is a no. Quite a clear one. Not like a huge one, but quite a clear one. Okay, if you chose number 2 for your question, let's tune in. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, number 2. Show me clearly. Okay, we have a no as well. This one took a little longer, and it is quite large. So it's almost like you're still a little bit shaky in this energy, or the outcome of this one isn't quite, it's teetering, right? It's still a no. It was very much a clear no in the end, but it took a while to get there. So it's telling me that it's not firm. It can be changed quite easily, this one. And number 3, so if you chose the third swing, so to speak, for your pendulum. Number 3, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Show me clearly. Okay, so for this one, we have a yes. It's a little bit random and all over the place. It's not like a big firm circle like the other two. So this one is telling me that it's also a little bit shaky on the yes, but it is a yes for number 3 if that's what you chose. So again, something really important to understand with the pendulum, whatever your question is, this is reading your energy right now. If something changes within you, if your alignment changes, because this is literally reading your energetic frequency, and our energetic frequency can change in an instant. So if something changes within you, this can change very quickly as well. This is not a place to ask, is this my ultimate destiny or something like that, because it's never going to give you an accurate answer. It can only give you the answer of right now in my alignment, is this my ultimate destiny, for example. So know that if this is, if there's something that you're really desiring and it's giving you not the answer that you wanted, that you're really desiring, know that this is changeable. Know that this is just a reflection of where you are right now. So that way, am I actually in alignment with this right now? If not, there's something that I need to heal, something I need to shift, something I need to work on to alter that, right? And that's all in your power. So that's everything. I'm going to leave it there. And of course, if you do desire any support in terms of yourself, your alignment, your goals, your visions, any of that, this is exactly what I do and what I support my clients with. So please feel free to reach out and we can have a chat about different options to work together if that is something that you are looking for as well. So thank you so much for tuning in for this week's reading. I wish you an amazing, amazing week. I would love to hear how this resonates with you, how this is landing, what your thoughts are. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Welcome to second half of 2024. Mwah. Bye.